Welcome everybody. This is Amanda Rose, your Archer Media Specialist, and I'm so excited to present to you today Stephen from Journese, and he is going to teach and explain how to expand your business and income by selling journeys and selling their land. So, Stephen, I'll let you take it away. Thanks so much for joining us today.
All right, thank you, and thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you already know me by now. I don't know if you've ever been on a Journeys or Pleasant Holidays webinar in the past. You might have at least heard me. I don't usually get on camera very often, so that may be new to you. Either way, easy name to remember. I'm Steve or Steve Perry with Journeys. So if you're a fan of the band Journey, that'll make it really simple. I didn't think about that when I first started working for Journeys until a coworker came in looking to meet Steve Perry with Journeys. So that was exciting. Anyways, appreciate you being here. I'm going to go through some slides pretty quickly for you, starting with some reminders or information about who Journeys is and what we do. And then I'll get into some features that I think you're going to like. If you know about some of these, excellent. If you don't, Journeys specifically out of our brands has a lot of travel advisor tools, which will make your life very easy, as well as help you make sales and upsell. So starting a little bit about who we are. So we are part of Pleasant Holidays. Pleasant Holidays was founded in 1959 in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. That's where the name Pleasant Holidays comes from. It's not that we just wanted you to have a pleasant holiday. And then Hawaii World was founded in 1977. In 2003, Pleasant Holidays purchased Hawaii World, and we rebranded Hawaii World to Journeys in 2012. The reason for the rebrand, we don't just work with Hawaii. We are a worldwide brand. Top 5 resources and enhancements that we made just recently, mostly during the pandemic. No one knew what was going to happen, but we have a great backing, and we took advantage of the pandemic to make sure to make upgrades and do things that make your life easier, as well as our own, and try to keep any kind of bookings coming in. We removed any kind of brand change fees. That way you don't have to worry about those, especially right now, encouraging your clients to travel. No brand change or cancel fees for any continental United States or Canada booking. And then, of course, right before the pandemic actually started, we rolled out a cancel for any reason plan. There's 2 of them. There's the cashback and the future travel credit plan. Both of these have 100% commission protection. Both of these cover cancel for any reason, including COVID-19. So the way they work, the easiest is the cashback option. If your clients were to purchase that and cancel for any reason, COVID-19, change, destination close, bad hair day, lost their shoe, whatever, everything's refunded back to their original form of payments. That's on file. And then the future travel credit option, everything is refunded that's refundable if they need to cancel. Anything non-refundable, usually published airfare, maybe there's a hotel penalty, that's issued to your clients in the form of a future travel credit with Journeys or Pleasant Holidays. It does not have to be the same destination. It does not have to be, say, published air credit for that airline. They could cancel a Caribbean booking and do a Las Vegas hotel if they want. It doesn't matter. They go back through you to use that. We updated, or added rather, a traveler support page, which is a huge resource for you because it has all of the COVID-19 updates, anything that's happening, destination information. Are they open? Are they requiring COVID-19 vaccines? Are they requiring COVID tests? Are they requiring proof of medical insurance that covers up to $50,000 in destination? All of that is right there. I will show you that a little bit later. And then the Agent Resource Center. This is an area I'll show you some highlights too. You can meet the Journeys team. I'll talk more about that. There's the Elite Travel Training and Pleasant Pro Academy trainings, customizable flyers, best price guarantee information, trip program, and more. And then, of course, our destination specialists. During the pandemic, I think we retained everyone. well, let me rephrase. How do I word that? We retained our reservation staff. There was a couple unfortunate losses during that time, not business related. So that was unfortunate. But other than that, we've retained our Journeys team. So your destination specialists are the same if you were already working with somebody. Speaking of team, this is a look at many of our Journeys team, mostly destination specialists. Journeys is about being your partner and your advisor. So even though we do have that call center style where you can choose to call in and just speak with anyone who answers the phone, it's really more about finding that ideal or perfect destination specialist who you enjoy using, who makes your life easier, who's your partner and your advisor, not just somebody on the other end of the phone. We've been receiving rewards for best tour operator to Hawaii for many years, but the best award I think ever was this year. We were voted for the best FIT tour operator providing the best travel advisor support. That stands out during a pandemic year, and that's because we were available, we were protecting you, we were protecting your clients, and doing everything we can to keep all of our businesses running. Now, at Journeys, if you're not familiar with the Journeys brand, it's really about telling you things or teaching you things that you can't find on Google. The benefit of this is your guests, your clients are not going to find it on Google either. So we have the cream of the crop destination specialists, which are our reservation agents, to be able to assist you with firsthand experience and make proper recommendations depending on what your clients are looking for. Some brand highlights. So it's really, working with you again, that personal relationship and concierge style service. I'll get a little bit more into that later on with how we can do that. The cancel for any reason already talked about. That's a huge benefit for us. We do have a refined portfolio. So Journeys only offers 4 and 5 star properties. And just because a resort might be 4 or 5 star does not mean it's going to be in the Journeys portfolio. If we're getting complaints about a resort, we're going to research that and we might drop them from our portfolio. There's lots of innovative choices, trains, cruises, yachts, private retreats, private resort residences, villas, vacation rentals. I'll get to that too. Lots of value added promotions. I'm not going to get into a lot of those because there's a lot and it's time consuming, but I'll show you where to find those. We do have a best price guarantee, real-time rates and availability, marketing messages you can use. You guys are reading this. I can skip through this. BDMs, you know the drill there. What really stands out though for Journeys, this is the most important thing about Journeys, in my opinion, is those destination specialists. I already told you they're the cream of the crop. They're the best in the industry. It doesn't mean you're going to like every one of them. Okay. We all have different styles and our team is very diverse. So if you already work with a Journeys destination specialist and you're happy with them, that's awesome. That's what it's about. If you don't have one, we provide these destination specialist cards with a list of all of our team's names, extensions, email addresses, and destinations that they specialize in. There's another area I'll show you on our website where you can get to know them a little bit better, and it helps you really narrow down who you want to work with. Again, this is a relationship between you and the destination specialist. So emailing them direct, calling them directly, texting them, whatever, that's between you guys. And they're really here to just make your life easy. Could be as simple as you want a agency fee added on every booking, or you want a per component price breakdown. Journeys does that, by the way, and you don't want to have to ask for it. They get to know your style. But it could also be that you want their advice, you want their opinions. Right now, many travel advisors have taken on a lot outside their normal jobs, and maybe you've taken on some new destinations that you've never been to, and you want some advice from an expert. That's what the Journeys destination specialists are here for. Journeys is also very transparent, so you can see All of the managers' contact information's there. You don't have to call in and ask for them and things like that. You can just email them or call them directly. Same thing with customer service, groups, cruise specialists, everything. So we are curators of fine travel. It's a quality brand boutique. It's small. You just saw how many employees. On the flip side, Pleasant Holidays, for example, usually has around 100 reservation agents, where Journeys averages around 12. That's a big difference. And it's all focused on you. It's exclusive. It's travel agents only. Journeys does not and doesn't want to work with any of your clients directly. It is specifically for travel advisors. And then craftsmanship, that one-on-one service to really customize the vacation experience for your guests. I'm not going to go into every destination because that would take all of the time I have. Please make note, you can see them all right here: Australia, Canada, Caribbean, Central and South America, Cook Islands, Europe, Fiji, Japan and Asia, Maldives, Mexico, New Zealand, Tahiti, Hawaii, United Arab Emirates, United States, as well as cruises and trains. This is a look at our brochure covers. We've expanded a lot and we're planning more expansion. We actually had about 3 destinations we were going to launch last year. Not a good time to launch. And then we were about to launch this year, but unfortunately, one of the destinations we were about to launch is not allowing US travelers right now. So that's on hold, but look for those in the future. Journeys does offer many of the same destinations Pleasant Holidays does. Actually, all of the ones Pleasant Holidays offers, so does Journeys. However, Journeys has exclusive destinations. United Arab Emirates, for example, that's going to be Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Maldives, Australia and New Zealand. These are our exclusive destinations for Journeys. And the honest reason is they're more challenging. They're harder to book, and we want to make sure you have the right person to help make those bookings for you. You can find these brochures online. Our headquarters is in Los Angeles, and we have not been able to open our office for full staff. We can't get brochures out as quickly. So the easiest way to find these is on the journeys.com website. They are totally interactive. You can download them and even print them if you chose. So technology has been one of our big focuses. This one specifically, it's been, we started working on this probably 5 or 6 years ago. So it's one of the older things that we've done, but almost every hotel that Journeys works with is on hotel direct connectivity. That means we can get immediate prices, confirmations. There's no more waiting. We can see directly the same hotel reservation system that they have. We can see what they have available and what those best prices are. This usually eliminates a price matching type situation, unless it's something unique like a returning guest discount or something like that. And if you've been a travel advisor for a while, you probably remember holiday time where you would be calling someone like us, and we would just start calling every hotel in a destination, trying to find any space, send a hand fax or email to get any kind of a price quotes. And it was a multiple day process oftentimes. Those are gone. We can do that immediately for you at pretty much all of our hotels. As far as innovative choices, these are things a little bit different, not just the standard hotel flights. Activities, pre-book these. I can't tell you how many times I see bookings to places like Australia and there's no activities on it. I'm sure your clients are going to do something there. I think that oftentimes bookings can be a little challenging and we don't think about the activities. And there's a lot of resources that I'll show you on our website to help you sell these and get some interest from your clients. Most of our activities, we do have some private options for, since that's more the Journeys style anyways. We have a new private and small group activities. So these are just for, private small groups that want to be the only ones on on the tour. Here's a list of some. This is a resource you can find on our website. This is a flyer. So you can see an example that was specifically for the United States, and it shows some options right there on the right-hand side and the left-hand side. Transportation and VIP airport service. These are things like first and business class air we help you with, car rentals with pre-registration, parking discounts, inter-destination airfare, trains, including bullet trains in Japan, ferries, hydrofoils, and seaplanes, private transfers. We can do helicopter transfers even at many destinations, VIP airport lounges, which I'm a huge fan of. Hopefully you are too, because I mean, I can honestly tell you I like being in airports. So I get there early. And if I don't have access to a VIP airport lounge, I spend way more money at a restaurant than I would just having complimentary food and beverages at the VIP airport lounge. We also do have the arrival and departure services. I get a lot of questions about private resort residences and villas and private retreats. What's the difference? Private resort residences and villas are generally standalone units, though some villas will share a wall. But in general, it's going to be a standalone unit. It could be a villa. It could be a large house up to 9 bedrooms. They're private resort residences because they are located on resort grounds. These are perfect for your clients who want full resort amenities. They want to use the resort restaurants. They want daily housekeeping. They want to, maybe they're tired of their own pool and want to go use a water slide at the resort. That allows them to do that because they're still guests of the resort, but they have the multiple bedroom space, full kitchen, full privacy. Huge for family reunions, multi-generation families, or just couples looking for ultimate in privacy. Private retreats and luxury vacation rentals are privately owned. So they are private houses. It's as secluded as you can get. You don't have access to resort amenities, but you have ultimate in privacy. It's basically like your own home in destination. That's another popular option, has up to 11 bedrooms. Condominiums and suites. Condos really started getting more popular over the last 10 years because they've evolved. Condos of the past, when I used to think of condos, it would be like Hawaii condos, where, there's multiple different owners, different decor when you go into each one. Some will be really nice, some won't be as nice, and there's not a lot of amenities there. Well, nowadays, there's more condos that feel just like a resort. Every room has the same decor. Even if they are owned by someone specifically, it's the same decor in each one with full resort amenities. Maybe that condo resort has, 7 different restaurants to choose from, daily housekeeping, 9 pools, whatever. It's basically being at a resort in a condo, 2 bedrooms or more. There are studios and 1 bedrooms though, with a full kitchen. Huge benefit right now with the pandemic. You might have some clients still that feel less comfortable traveling. Having the option to store some wine and beer in your refrigerator and sit on the balcony instead of going to the bar is nice. Or maybe it's just a family who wants to have cereal on hand, something like that. This is a perfect option for those guests. Private pool options, there's endless options. This is just a look at some. We have an entire flyer on the journeys.com website where you can see all of these. Same thing with over the water escapes. These are things like over water bungalows, which previously you would only think of in Tahiti. Well, now they have options in the Caribbean, Fiji, Maldives, as well as Mexico. Suites, this one's kind of funny to me. When I first got in the travel industry, suites were expensive. And I think that most travel advisors think the same thing at this point, is why would you ever look at a suite? That's going to be way more than getting 2 connecting rooms. But because they're not as popular and everybody wants connecting rooms, there's a lot of resorts where you can save money upgrading from 2 rooms to a multiple bedroom suite. You're talking up to $744 per night. Now, I'm not just saying this, I'm listing the hotels where you can do this, because it's not just a, bait and switch. Hey, let us know you can do this. These are hotels where you can upgrade from 2 rooms to a suite and save your clients money and have a better overall experience, and then make them, feel important. They're not just in 2 connecting rooms anymore. They got the suite at the resort. Club level and butler experience. I didn't think I would like butler experience as much. I actually went Gran Velas in Mexico, and I had a butler room, and I pictured that the butler would just always be around, and I was there for work, and he wasn't. He knew exactly what I was looking for. Never once bothered me at a bad time at all. He never once bothered me. It would be more of like I had a moment, I'm going to walk to the pool. And he's like, "Oh, Mr. Perry, do you mind if I walk to the pool with you?" How'd you know I was going to the pool? Anyways, so I'd let him walk with me, and you just have casual conversation. One time we were talking about tequila, and, he asked if I've had some of the tequila they had there, and we got in the conversation, and I mentioned my favorite tequila. Well, once I got back from the pool, I had a bottle of my favorite tequila with salt pairings for it. So it's that type of extra level experience. However, if you need your butler, they're always available for you. Club level, having access to a lounge area, the club level, usually there's things like snacks, cocktail hour. It's just a nice place to go and get on the Wi-Fi and relax or do some work if you have to. We do have rail journeys, I mentioned. We have overnight and day options in Australia and New Zealand. We have inter-destination transfers options in Europe and Japan. Before I get too many questions about Europe, we do not have every rail option in Europe. We have things like Trenitalia. We're working on a way to get the rest. It's almost done. It will be here soon. It's really a technology thing. We also have voyages, cruises. We have lots of cruises, yachts for guests who want their own yachts. We do have a dedicated cruise specialist, not Scrooge, cruise specialist team. And you can see the different areas we have them in. One of the cool things about cruises and boats, yachts, is you'll notice destinations we don't necessarily work in, like Russia, for example. Other Asian options that we don't work in that destination, we do have some cruises there. And don't forget pre and post cruise stays. It's a great way to enhance your client's trip and take off pressure from either before or after or both. We have pre and post cruise stays in most of the major cruise port destinations. You can find on journeys.com, there's a button that says pre and post cruises. Just select that. And then we have pre and post cruise, pre or post airport stays. Doesn't have to be for cruises. When I first saw this, I was like, why would anyone really do that? And then I moved to Arizona, where I'm at now. And, I'm just about an hour away from the airport. It's really not bad. However, I can't tell you how many flights I need to be at the airport at 3 a.m. Or my wife actually also works for Journese, coincidentally, and we seem to have back-to-back trips where she'll travel and then she gets back the night before I leave at 3 a.m. So you just get an airport stay. Your guests are the same way. They might be 3-4 hours away from an airport and need an airport stay. They may just not want to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning if they don't have to, and might want an airport stay. It's a huge benefit for many of your clients. Travel advisor tools. We have weekly e-blast offers. If you'd like, you can sign up on journeys.com. There are exclusives there. It's something good to look at, even because I know I don't like getting marketing emails, right? What I do sometimes for ones that I do want to look at times is I make a rule to send them to a specific folder for basically marketing, and then I can go in and look at them either when I'm searching for something or just to keep up on, what is new, what are some exclusives, what are some discounts. This is probably in my top 5 favorite things that Journeys has. Not custom designed itineraries. I got ahead of myself a slide. We do custom designed itineraries. So combining multiple destinations that you wouldn't think about doing, but your clients might want, we can assist with that. Sample themed itineraries. This is what I was referring to. Journeys.com website, we have sample themed itineraries, over 100 of them. This is awesome because Maybe you are looking for a destination you're not familiar with, and you don't want to necessarily call in or work with a destination specialist yet. Just want to get some ideas, see if it's even in your client's ballpark. You can look at custom theme or sample themed itineraries, which break down the destination day by day, where to stay, what to do, everything. It's awesome. You don't have to use that exact theme. You can request a quote on exactly that, but it just gives you some ideas. It's a really cool feature. There's also insider tips. This is good to look through. Journese.com, under the agent resources, there's insider tips. You can look by destination. These are things from our team or from tourism boards. Even occasionally, some of our top travel agents submit some tips that we verified. They're awesome. Great way to get a little bit of knowledge to share with your clients and make some great tips and suggestions for them. And then I'm a huge foodie, and I think that foodies tend to be travelers because they like to eat and try different cuisine. So you probably have some foodie clients. Journeys has sample themed itineraries specifically focused on culinary delights. It's basically a foodie trip. But we also have restaurant recommendations for all of our destinations. So you can make an appropriate recommendation for a hotel, destination, itinerary for your client, and then you can also add culinary recommendations for them to check out in the destination. That's something that's oftentimes requested, but sometimes it's not an option. So we make it so that it is an option to provide you with. Almost done, I promise, and we'll go through questions. Online services, journeys.com, I've covered a lot. Log in here. To log in at journeys.com, it has to be a travel agent again. So it's your IATA number and your email address. If you're not already signed up with us, there's a link right below where you would log in that you can set up an account. It takes about 24 hours or less. We need to verify you are a travel agent. Once there, Agent Resources is going to be your friend. You can meet the Journeys team. There's a very small, on the right-hand side, it says like Angie Bell, Christina Liang. That's a way that you can meet the team, see photos of them, contact information, bios, fam trip reports. It's there to help you find that right destination specialist who you want to work with. Lots of other goodies there. Customizable flyers. Most of our flyers promoting anything, good specials, that sort of thing, they are designed to where you can customize them and send them to your clients. You don't need your own marketing team to do it. We don't want them calling us. We don't work with them. So they have to go through you. So it's designed to be customized by you as the, call to action. So really nice resource for you. We do have a nice online booking engine that's getting better and better. This is between Journeys and Pleasant Holidays. The top focus is upgrading our online booking engine and websites. We've done a lot over the last couple of years, and we're doing more and more and more. We want you to be able to book all destinations online anytime you want, especially right now, because honestly, we're slammed. I think you guys are too. Everyone in the travel industry is busy right now. So being able to do this saves some call times. But generally, everything you're looking for can be done on here. There are some things that cannot. Certain destinations cannot be done online. Things like trains cannot be done online. But basic trips can be at least getting a quote or at least getting you some options. Some features on there is the hotel recommendation tool, which I like. You know how it goes. Your travel advisors, and an example that I use that was actually real is, I had years ago a travel agent say that their clients are going on their honeymoon and want beaches resort because that's where their family friends went and took their kids, and they had a blast and said, you have to go there. It's not ideal for a honeymoon, probably. So obviously sandals comes to mind, right? That should be what we all think if you're familiar with the brands. This gives you a way, because those clients insisted on a quote for beaches, to make another recommendation. It gives them, it's customizable. It shows them the price, including airfare, if there's airfare there, photos, reviews, or at least star ratings rather. You can see the hotel description, photos, and more. And then to book us, that has our number. That will be yours. It's based on your login. I don't have your login, so the screenshot was the Journese number, but that's because my login is the Journese IATA number. So don't worry, that will have your information there. But you can add up to 6 different hotels, room categories, promotions. Really nice feature to attach to your quotes to make those recommendations. We also added, and this one might sound like an obvious, but we didn't have it in the past, book this quotes. If you have a quote that you've made online or in the call center, you can hit book this quote to confirm it, to make changes, and then confirm. Or if you just want to change the quote, hit book this quote, make any changes you're looking for. And if you don't want to add names and hold it yet, you can book this quote again and it will save. It'll be a new quote, but it's the same thing. It's just like changing a quote. It works very well. A feature I like about that is you can make, if you have multiple parties traveling together, you can make one quote. And then as each party who wants the same thing or similar wants to confirm, you can adjust accordingly, add names, turn it into a booking, and it gives you that new booking number, but it leaves that one quote there. That way you don't have to make different quotes for everyone in the party. This just goes into a little bit more and shows you that the book this quote function, you can make changes. So it's very easy to make those changes. And then also on the website, anything. So again, we're very transparent and easy. We're not a fan of, hey, this is a price or check out this promotion, but when you go to find it, you can't. It's very easy. You see something you like, oh, I like that secrets price. Book now. Okay. And you just press that and then you can get that price. Or if it's not available because you're looking at Christmas, for example, you'll get an alert that says exactly why it's not available. The traveler support page I said at the beginning, this is where you have all the COVID-19 information. When you go to journeys.com, it's right there at the top. Traveler support, just press that. This is what it looks like after you select that link. Goes into the health and safety protocols, CDC requirements for international, travel, some things to know, destination guidelines, testing resources, which on that note, I'm sure you guys are all aware, but when I do webinars, a lot of time I'll talk about how destinations need negative COVID testing 72 hours in advance. And I still get comments like, well, what if they can't guarantee it? They can't. Now we're so advanced with testing, it could be done in an hour most of the time. So keep in mind, it's not as hard as it used to be. Hopefully everyone's aware of that. It's pretty simple for most situations. You might have a customer in the middle of nowhere. That might be a little bit more challenging, but then typically they can get the COVID test at the airport even. So it's really a lot easier than it used to be. If you are new to Journeys or Pleasant Holidays, we share a training certification program called Pleasant Pro Academy. This is something I actually developed and I do all the updates on it. Unless you find something wrong, it wasn't me. But there's 2 courses. The first one is pretty basic about our 4 brands, Pleasant Holidays, Journeys, Air by Pleasant, and Pleasant Activities. And you get a bunch of goodies for just taking that course. And the second one is more destination focused. These are going to be constantly improving, but they're pretty fun. Check it out if you get a chance. I appreciate it. I'll see you when you graduate because I run those reports. There's also where it says Partner Spotlight. That's recently changed. That is now a social media toolkit. It's basically images you can use for free. You don't have to pay us for them, and we don't care what you're using them for, or marketing messages as well. The elite training that is on the journeys.com website, these are recorded webinars that I do every year. All right, travel with confidence. So the last few slides here, these are things like the protection plan. I already went through this. A reminder, 2 plans, change and cancellation for any reason, cash back, refunds everything, minus the cost of protection plan, cancel for any reason, future travel credit, refunds everything that's refundable. If there's anything non-refundable like published airfare, that's a future travel credit. Both of these have 100% commission protection. The only rule is it has to be paid in full. There's some obvious reasons for this I don't think I need to get into. Think about it and it should make sense, but we need to protect ourselves too, as well as give to you. If you're going to cancel and use that commission protection, which I recommend, why wouldn't you? It's for every booking that has this. There's a form online. It takes less than 30 seconds. Go to the agent resources commission protection. When you cancel, fill that out. It makes life easy. We'll be able to get your commission protection out to you as soon as possible. I did forget to mention both of these plans have post-departure travel insurance through TripMate. That includes things like medical expense reimbursement, lost or stolen baggage coverage, trip delay, that kind of thing, emergency evacuation. This is a look at the commission protection form and requirements. So when you cancel, just get on and do this at the same time or after. It is really simple and you'll get your commission protection. I already mentioned 0 brand change fees for all destinations on new bookings made by March 31st. We are extending this though. And there's the 0 brand change fees and 0 brand cancellation fees for continental United States as well as Canada. That makes it really easy because your clients, if they are nervous to travel, recommend the United States. And if they need to make a change or cancel, there's not going to be any of our fees on there. Best price guarantee is pretty simple too. If you get a better price with one of our competitors, another tour operator, we will match it for you right there over the phone, guaranteed 100% of the time. If it's not a direct competitor like an OTA, a direct, a Costco, we'll still match it for you over the phone, but we need to see the itinerary. So just multiple ways. If you have a destination specialist you work with, email it to them and have them call you when it's ready. That's fine. Or you can call in and get that person's email address and send it to them so that they can work with the price match team on it and it will get matched. Generally, we don't touch commission on those ones unless there's no way to match it without doing that. Obviously, there could be a situation where your clients are going directly or to Expedia, places you're not going to make commission or very little, and the difference is a commission thing. Then it's like, well, here's what we can do. We can both cut to be able to save that sale and for it to still benefit you. So we are very transparent and we'll work with you on that. And we want you to save that sale and we want you to use us. I see regularly we remove any profit margins we have just to save that sale for you and hope that that creates more loyalty that you'll continue to use us in the future. Lastly, travel with confidence. We are active members of the USTOA with that $1 million traveler assistance program. We have been members since 2005. I took out all the promotions for the most part, but there is a travel reward incentive program. This is 1 point for every $10 in commissionable sales you earn and can use for your own personal travel. This is automatically combined Pleasant Holidays and Journeys. And then our top travel advisors are invited to the Journeys Curators Celebration. Most years, we didn't have one last year. And it's a fun trip that's all focused on you. I know I keep saying lastly, I put my slides in slightly different order. I think this is just about last. So exclusive Hawaii promotions. This is a huge benefit of Journeys. If you're not aware, what we do is we work with some of the top hotels in Hawaii every year, and we pre-negotiate rates before that year begins. They're guaranteed to be the lowest rate, sometimes 60% lower than what you can get directly or anywhere else. And they all have added value adds. So you can get that exclusive rate, daily continental breakfast or daily full breakfast at some, spa savings, dining credits. What else? There's guaranteed room upgrades. These are great prices and options, and they're good hotels. I mean, the Sheratons are popular. Wailea Beach Marriott, Aston Waikiki, Moana Surfrider. These are some popular hotels for Hawaii. So keep those in mind. We do have our groups, boutique groups, and wedding desk, and we do have incentives for those. You can earn a lot of money for yourself and or for the bride and groom. If you're talking wedding, you can get up to $150 per booking cash bonus. You can also split this and use it towards your bride and groom. Maybe it's a big wedding that you're doing and you want to pay for a romantic dinner for them. That's a great way to help ensure that those customers are coming back to you in the future. Lastly, these days it's not about joining the richest 1%. It's about being the 1% who turns their bucket list into a checklist. The reason I have this here is it's really what the current traveler is about. It's no longer just about going to the most expensive hotel and being able to say, I'm rich, I went to this hotel. It's really about experiences, seeing new places, and what they're doing when they're there. Activities, activities, activities. I'm telling you, your clients are doing them. It's all about experiencing the destination, not just that hotel. And here's the key contacts. That's all I have. I think I went through pretty quickly. So hopefully I have some questions.
That's great. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, we do have some questions, so let's just get started. First question is, are we able to edit flyers with our own agency's name?
Yes. It's So on all of our flyers that we have, there's a big box at the bottom, which is the call to action. That's where you want to put all of your information. So it might still mention Journeys on the flyers, but again, we don't work with consumer directly. Some flyers don't have anything branding at all. But the call to action, the main portion of those flyers are left blank so that you can type in anything you'd like.
Perfect, thanks. Next question is, do you have any special offers in Australia, New Zealand, and the South Pacific, and where can I find those?
Probably, we always have some sort of special. The easiest to find that would be to just go to journeys.com. On the main toolbar there's going to be a button for vacation deals, specials, or you can actually search by destination to see some of those. Or, sorry, there's multiple places you can see agent resources and look at the flyers because you'll have different promotions for each destination there. So you can go down to the Australia section and see all of the good specials going on right now.
Perfect, thanks. Next is, when I look at the booking platform, is there any travel agent training on the website?
Yeah, so I actually did a full about 50-minute long journeys.com website training earlier this week. That will be up on the website very soon. It might be there by now. I did it, I think, 2 days ago. So where you would find that is log into journeys.com as a travel advisor, go to the Agent Resource Center, and then under Elite Training is all of the recorded webinars. There's either one that I did last year there, or the one that I just did this week is either there now or will be within the next, probably by the end of the week.
Perfect, that's great. Next is, how do you become a club member?
A club member, or like the curators? What are, I guess I don't understand.
Referring to at one of the stays of the places, this is when the question was asked, when you were talking about the butler services and whatnot. If, like, I think it's included in the stay, so I think they were asking, is it included in the stay to be the club member at that hotel? Or...
Oh, like one of the club lounges or the concierge lounge. Yeah. So if you book so basically the way to do that is you book a specific room or rate. So they're usually, and every supplier is a little different, but generally it'll be like the gold lounge room, or so it could be gold ocean view, or, you know, sometimes they're called gold level. It could just be ocean view club level or mountain view club level. So every supplier is a little different, but it will say something like club level in it or gold, things like that. If you have questions, just ask the destination specialists and they'll be able to help you with that. But you pre-book it and then you're on the level of that club room that you have access to, and you can use it anytime you want. It's all included.
Perfect. Next question is, do we need to register with all the suppliers in Journeys, or are they included when I'm on the website?
So that's a good question. Journeys.com has a different login for accessing the agent resource. Remember, I said that's just your IATA number and email address. So it's not really a login. It just ensures that you're a travel agent. The online booking engine on journeys.com, that's actually the same login as your login for pleasantagent.com. The reason why is it is the same online booking engine itself. It's just branded differently, but it's the exact same buttons, everything about it's the same. So it's the same login. Air by Pleasant and Pleasant Activities do have their own unique logins. So I know, that's been brought up in the past, and we are looking at ways to make it all one. It's difficult because travel advisors move agencies so frequently sometimes, or we don't want somebody who's no longer a travel agent to still have access to travel agent only stuff. So it makes it a little bit difficult, and certain things like Air by Pleasant is really strict, has to be a travel agent. So I know that could be a little confusing, but we are working on a way to improve that and have one login.
Perfect. Thanks. Next question is, what is the commission rate?
I don't know what yours is. Different agencies are different.
Okay.
I expect your guys' is higher. So different agencies, different consortias. Sometimes we do specials. That's really your BDM, your business development manager, who works that out with you. And I actually don't see them, so I don't know.
Okay, I can answer that in a little bit. I'll put it in chat. I have it right here. Next question is there a different commission rate for each supplier you book with, or is it the main one with your agency? Like
so
the individual suppliers within Journese?
That's a good question. In general, it should be the same for any hotel you book, for example. However, the problem with that is sometimes a supplier might come out with this great promotion. They want to promote sales, but they're taking, a lot less, so they cap the commission. That happens. I don't think it matters what supplier you use. If they offer it, it should happen. Other words, they just don't offer it. So we want to offer those to you because we want to make sure that you don't have a price match situation. So it is possible you will have a commission cap on certain suppliers or certain supplier rooms. For hotels, it's much more rare. Sometimes activities will, though. There's not as much margins in activities. Airfare, as you know, published airfare does not pay full commission. So things like that would have a cap.
Perfect, great. I just put the commission rate in chat as well, so you guys can see that there. Next question is, does Journeys offer all-inclusive packages such as air, hotel, airport transfers like with the Sandals property, and meals and drinks?
Yes, so we mostly do FIT, but everything would be included. So FIT meaning flexible depending on what your clients are looking for. We can customize it for them, but it would be all inclusive in the sense that all of the components are together. Obviously, if you're booking an all-inclusive hotel like Sandals, then that would also include that all-inclusive portion. We also do have some guided tour options in like Costa Rica, which has everything basically preset and is more of a group tour. So that's an option too. So either way, the answer is yes. We can put everything together in one package for your clients, and you book all-inclusive hotels, then everything at that hotel is also included.
Perfect, thanks. Next question is, can we add photos of different stays in the quote?
Not through our system. You can add it to the quote after you receive it in email. So if you have your own photos you want to add, you can. Other words, I guess you can't really take from the website images from there because those are licensed. So you can't save those, or you shouldn't save those and use them. But if you have your own photos, you can do that, or you can use our marketing or social media toolkit on the Pleasant Pro Academy site, and then you could add those. So you would have to add them when you send yourself the quote.
Perfect. Do you have award points in the academy?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question?
Do you have award points or reward points in your academy?
Yes. So you earn trip points, as we call them, which are reward points. It combines Journeys and Pleasant Holidays automatically. You can see how many you have on either pleasantagent.com or journeys.com, and you get additional trip points. You get 1,000 just for completing it, and those get added to your reward points or trip points, as we call them.
Perfect. Next one is, does the travel credit option cover all destinations in one trip?
Yes. So if you have multiple destinations on one trip, customized as we talked about, and you have that cancel for any reason, either plan, they would be covered. It doesn't matter how many destinations are there. So if they have multiple future travel credits on there, different airlines for different destinations, then yes, that total would be in one lump sum that your clients can use through you for any destination or anything they want.
Great. And next one is more personal agent questions. Do you have fam trips? And also, do you have agent rates as well as agent rates worldwide?
Yes, for everything. So fam trips, we actually did a couple of them in fall, and probably was a little too soon to do those, so we stopped, but we've just received approval to start planning them as early as late spring. So some business development managers are planning fam trips already. What you want to do for that is reach out to your business development manager and see what they have available. I will be planning a fam trip for some select Pleasant Pro Academy graduates. So that's one of the benefits, is you get exclusive invites to fam trips. So that will be happening as well. As far as agent rates, you pay your net rates. You can also use trip points for yours. And that's for any destination. It doesn't matter what destination it is.
Perfect, that's great. I'm just double checking to see if I missed any questions so far. Doesn't look like I missed any questions. It looks like, oh wait, did we just pop one in? Okay, no, that was just a chat. Well, I guess that's the last question, so I just want to say thank you so much, Steve. That was a wonderful presentation. We had a lot of great feedback in chat, awesome information. Thank you so much. This is so great. Wow, I'll definitely be looking into the Hawaii promo and just so much more. So we really appreciate you coming out and sharing this product with us and teaching all the agents about it. I just want to say thanks again, and then I'll let you go ahead and close out with anything else you want the agents to know before we go.
All right. Well, thank you for being here again. I think you guys have probably done a lot of webinars if you're like other agencies and agents. So thank you for attending this one. I appreciate it. If you ever have questions, just let us know. Your BDM's a great resource. I'm easy to come across myself. All of our email addresses are basically the same. First dot last name at the brand. Journeys or pleasant.net. So any questions come up, just let us know. We're happy to answer those. And if you haven't used Journeys yet, I would reach out to use them. I worked for Journeys as a destination specialist when I first came here from one of our competitors. That was my first role here. And then I was a lead destination specialist at Journeys for a while. It's an amazing team with lots of knowledge, and they want to help you out and work with you. So give them a shot, and I think you'll be happy. Forgot to mention, Pleasant Holidays cannot book Journeys packages. Okay, they have the same hotels a lot of the time, but they can't get the upgraded Journeys documents and that kind of thing, which I didn't go over. But Journeys destination specialists can also book Pleasant Holidays. So if it's a situation you don't know if it'll be Journeys or Pleasant, you can go ahead and reach out to Journeys, and they can do both. Thanks again. I appreciate it. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day and rest of your week.